Hello, my crafty friends, it's Arva. Welcome back to my channel. I am here because I am participating in the Team Tiny YouTube Hop for the month of June. And this month's theme, we needed to create a shaped card. You know, I do not like to create things just because. I normally like to do it because I have a purpose. And I have a friend that's kind of going through some things right now. And so I decided to create a card for her. So I used a 6x6 card. This was an envelope I made using the envelope punch board. And because she's going through some things, I used a silhouette file, and it is a design that was created by Diva Designs. The ID number is 347929. And I used that file to create this shaped rainbow card. And it says, after every storm comes a rainbow. So the file was the rainbow with the sentiment, and I created offsets to create the shadow layer and my card base. So if you stay tuned, I will show you how I did that in Silhouette Studio. Hello, my crafty peeps. I am here and I am using Silhouette Studio Business Edition. I've already brought in my file, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the file and use the bounding boxes. You can use any one of these corners to reduce the file to around the size that I want to use, which is about 6 inches. Doesn't have to be perfect, and you'll see why in just a little bit. Okay, you can always use the measurement boxes here at the top, but for me right now this is just fine. So with this file selected, I am going to open the offset panel, which is the star with a star outline. So I want to select offset, and then I want to make sure it's on the curved corners, and then it will default to whatever measurement I last used. So I need it to be at 1/8 of an inch, 0.125. And I will select apply. Once it has selected and made the offset, I will then change that to a color that I'm going to use. I'm going to be using silver holographic foil, so I'll just make it gray for the time being. I am going to group those two items together. And now I'm going to do an offset again, because now I have a shadow layer. Now I need my base for my card. So when I select offset this time, I need it to be a little bit bigger than 1/8 of an inch. So, very random, I used 0.18 inches. Again, click apply. Now, this one, like I said, is going to be my base. So, I am going to make that white. I'm going to bring that down. And now I'm going to select the replicate panel, which is the starburst looking in the toolbar. With this object selected, I'm going to hit mirror above. And now it gives me the exact opposite over top. So that's the top panel for my card base. But if I weld these together right now, it's going to be really weak in that fold. So I'm going to take, with that top one still selected, I'm going to just use my down arrow key to just put it down just enough to where I think it would not destroy the integrity of my card at the fold. I'm going to select both objects, and from the toolbar at the top, I'm going to select weld. You can also right click and weld. You can also open the modify panel here and weld. So now I have one object, and this is going to be my card base. So I'm going to move this item, and as you can see, it goes in the back. I need it in the front, but that was the last item modified. So I'm just going to go up to the toolbar here, bring to front, and I'm going to roughly put it in place. The key here is to make sure it's not on the outside of your card base in any way. Select both objects, group, and now with the aspect ratio locked, group I said, there we go. With the aspect ratio locked here, I want the width to be around 6 inches because I want a 6x6 card. So I'm going to put in 6 and see what happens. All right, and made the card 11.636, which is good. But when I look, and the red lines around the mat are my cut lines, that means they're my cut borders, excuse me, which means if anything's outside of those borders, any part of my file, it won't cut. So when I look at that, I'm in when you look at it from top to bottom, but I'm just a little over the 6-inch mark here. So maybe I'll make this a little smaller so that I can save on my paper. Nobody's going to take out a ruler and measure. So let's go to 5.75, hit enter. Of course, my aspect ratio was still locked. Now I am within the 6 inches here and within the 12-inch border from top to bottom. So that means I really could get 2 of these cards out of one sheet of 12 by 12 cardstock, which is what I want. So that is how I came up with the design for this card. I hope my friend likes it. Okay guys, so now you saw what I did to design this card. I hope you enjoyed. That was my first time doing any type of tutorial like video, so you guys leave me some feedback on how you think it went, what I could do to improve so that I could bring you some more videos on how to create things with Silhouette. And I do work with Cricut Design Space as well, so maybe next time I'll be a little bit better with doing this. All right, you guys take care and have a blessed day. Bye.